We'll just wait for 1 more minute and then we'll start. Okay. So we were doing last lecture, resources and development, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can anybody tell me what is the meaning of resource? Come on, it was very easy. I had told you the trick also how to learn. Come on. Even if you all say it wrong, it's all right. I'm there to correct you all.
Yes, ma'am.
Amruta?
Sources are
Ma'am,
Okay, start.
everything which is available in the environment and can be used to satisfy our needs, which is technologically accessible, economically feasible, and culturally accepted, is known as a resource.
Very good. Excellent. Okay. Chinmay, can you tell me what are the interdependent relationship between the resources?
Human beings, nature, institutions, and technology.
Good. Very good. Okay. Now I'll say a sentence. You have to in between fill the words. Okay. The process of transformation of things available in a where we have to transfer the things. Where are they available?
Environment.
Environment.
Very good. Involves interdependent relationship between three things. What are the three things? Living human beings.
Nature, technology, and institutions.
Institution.
Nature, technology, and institution. Okay. Human beings will interact with whom?
With
Nature.
nature.
Nature. Very good. Through what?
Technology.
Technology.
Technology. And then they will create what?
Institution.
Institutions.
See, so easy it is. Human beings have to react with nature through what? Technology, and that will create institution and that will accelerate our economic development. Okay, we had finished till here, no doubts were there. Okay, then we did human being also is a resource, and we think that resources are available freely in nature, they are free gift. No, we have to care for the resources. We have to take conservation precautions for use of resources. That will do further. Now they are saying resources are divided into various types. Okay. Had I done with you on the basis of origin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Who will tell me on the basis of origin? Those who have not told now. Those who have got chance will not say.
biotic and abiotic.
Biotic.
Okay, very good. Biotic and abiotic. Can Zainab tell me what is abiotic? Zainab? Okay. Can Rukaya tell me what is abiotic?
Non-living things
Okay,
are
very
polybiotic resources.
okay, very good. What are the example? I told you wherever examples you have to say it.
Rocks,
Okay, very good. Sarthak, can you tell me biotic?
Bio could be the living beings,
Okay, which are
like a
obtained,
human resource.
okay, which are obtained from biosphere are known as biotic. They are living things. Okay, human being, flora and fauna. Very good. Have I explained to you all exhaustibility?
Yes, ma'am. Renewable and non-renewable.
Very good. Renewable and non-renewable. Now, who will say, what do you mean by renewable? I want exact. I want a Sanskar to say.
Those resources which can be renewed or reproduced by physical and chemical process and mechanic process, renewable resources.
Very good. Very good. The resources which can be renewed or replenished by three processes, physical, chemical, and mechanical, they are termed as what? Renewable resource. Child, who will give me the example?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, the other one.
forests,
Ma'am, solar energy, solar, wind.
forest wildlife,
Very
solar energy and water.
okay, solar, wind energy, water, forest, wildlife. Very good. Now, Chirag. Chirag? Ayush? Chirag? Okay, Ayush? Ayush, we cannot hear you even if you unmute. Say yes, ma'am. Ayush? Okay, we cannot hear. Ayush, just check your volume, child. Okay, Manan? Manan? Okay, Viraj, Tejas? Parth? So easy it is. What are the examples of renewable resource?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
Ma'am, solar and wind energy, water, forest and wildlife.
Okay, very good, Viraj. Okay, who will tell me what is non-renewable resources?
Ma'am, may I?
Ma'am, plastics.
Okay. Raman,
Yes, ma'am.
say non-renewable.
Ma'am, the resources which cannot be renewed.
Okay.
Ma'am, may I?
Okay, very
For,
good.
ex-
Raman.
for example, fossil fuels.
Okay. Okay. Someone else who said, I want to say, come on fast.
Yes, ma'am. These resources take ma'am, the resources which take millions of years in their formation, and they are very long, and they occur in very long geological time. They are
Very
known as
good.
non-renewable
Okay.
resources.
So Raman said, was that also correct? And this also, if you want extra full marks, so you have to say the resources which take a very long geological time means they take millions of years to get prepared. Such resources are known as non-renewable resource. And then some of the resources like metals are recyclable, like fossil fuels and all, they cannot be recycled and they get exhausted. Okay, till here we have done. Now the third one important topic comes, and I want y'all to explain me on what do you mean by resources can be classified on the basis of ownership. Now your first is individual resource.
Ma'am, may I?
Wait, Rukaya, I want somebody else who has not answered. Parth, Manan, Kritika. Are you all
Sorry.
there? I have not gone for tea break. Come on, tell me. What do you mean by individual resources?
Ma'am,
Very
can I?
okay, Kritika.
Individual resources are those resources which are owned by an individual and cannot be accessed by someone else.
Okay.
These
Okay.
are also referred as private resources.
Okay, private resources. Okay, where you all are staying, your house, your flat, your bungalow. On whose ownership it is? What is the meaning of ownership? Come on, tell me. Ownership means what?
मैम
Ma'am,
उसका
that
बस
land is
हुआ है और
belonging.
किसी और का नहीं है.
Okay, very good.
Something that belongs to you and cannot be owned by someone else.
Very good. It belongs to you and cannot be owned. See your flat papers, see your bungalow papers, see your plot papers, house papers. Your father's name or your mother's name will be written on this. Means your parents are the owner of that. Understood? So here,
Yes, ma'am.
individual ownership means what? This is your flat. This is your field. This is your garden. This is, sorry, not gardens. This is your bungalow. This is your plot. What are they saying? They are owned privately by individuals. Mark these words. They are owned privately. Owned. They means what? Fields, houses, flats, bungalow, plots. They are owned. Owned means we are possessing them. Owned privately by individuals. Okay? They are termed as what? Individual resource. Now you tell me, in rural area or in villages, people will own what? As their own ownership, as their private ownership.
Farm.
Ma'am, in village it will be plots, farms, and
Field.
cities it will be like houses, shops.
Very good. So in villages, you can have small shops if they own their own. Farms are the big thing that they're owning. So fields, farms. And in city areas or in urban areas, it will be flats, bungalows. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So that is your privately owned. Clear? Now, many farmers own land which is allotted to them by the government against the payment of revenue. Now, you all said in rural areas, farmers own the land, so it's privately owned. Now, why this sentence has to come? Many farmers own the land which is given by the government, and in that they have to pay revenue to the government. Means what?
Ma'am, to
Because
the farmers who are poor or cannot afford land and who cannot afford any facilities to agriculture, so government gives them land, and in that they once the crop is all the yield has come, then they pay the revenue to the government.
very good. Very good. When India became
ma'am.
independent, very good, Chinmay. When India became independent, population was large and the production of crops was very less. We had to import food grains. Now then, what did the government thought in the 5-year plan? That we have to do what? Distribution of land to these farmers. Okay, so all the jamindars and landlords who had taken all this land, who had exploited these farmers, the government gave back all the land to the farmers. So in return, what the farmers have to do now, they have to give some amount of revenue tax to the government. But who is owning the land? The farmer. So individual ownership. Individual means what? The resources are owned privately by individual. Okay. Now many farmers own the land which is given to them by the government. In return, they have to pay revenue to the government. Clear? In urban areas, plots,
Yes,
houses,
ma'am.
and property. So have you all understood individual ownership? Any difficulty?
Yes, ma'am.
Now who will tell me
Yes, ma'am.
what do you mean by community owned resources? I want somebody else. Tejas. I have not heard Tejas and Manan. Come on, Tejas, it's very easy. Community owned. When pandemic was not there, in summer holidays, you used to go there and play football. Or in the evenings, you all used to go there. Very easy. Nobody? Ayush?
Ma'am, can I?
Ayush, yes,
Can you
Ayush.
repeat, ma'am? Can you repeat the question?
What do you mean by community owned resources?
It is owned by a specific community, ma'am.
Specific?
I mean, a community, ma'am.
Okay, community.
Ma'am,
Can
for
please-
example, public parks and
Very good. Very good. So here, see the change in words I will do. See, in individual ownership, your answer should be the resources which are owned privately by individual. Okay, I'm using the word owned resources individually, privately. In community, I'm using the resources which are accessible to the members of the community. Have I used the word owned?
No, ma'am.
Why I have not used the word owned? Can a public garden be of my individual?
No, ma'am. It's for everybody.
It's for everybody. So we are all assessing it. We are all taking advantage of it. We are going over there, playground, public garden, playground, big resort, all. It is accessible to us, to the members of the community. Did I say owned?
No, ma'am.
No.
It's just
No,
that we can have access to it, but we
No,
cannot
ma'am.
say it's us.
Yes, correct. You can have access to it in evenings, not now. In evenings when you were getting bored, your 7th standard, 8th standard exam, summer holidays, you used to go to public gardens in the evening, play over. Sometimes in the afternoon or morning in May holidays, you used to be with your friends on the football ground, play cricket or football. Are you saying that your ground is your friends or yours? Are they owning it?
No,
No,
ma'am.
So remember, when you write the answer, don't use the word own. Say the resources which are accessible to the members of the community. So we are all using it. We are all members of the community. We are using it. We are assessing it. So this is called community owned resources. Clear?
Like a society garden also is like an example, right?
Yes, yes. Because society garden is not of individual. It is accessible. Everybody has paid, contributed. Clear? Now,
Yes,
like village common grazing grounds. Now, there are in villages, you know, grazing grounds, pasture lands. What are actually grazing grounds, pasture land?
Ma'am, where the domestic animals go and eat grasses.
Very good. Means where these domestic animals like cows, buffalo, sheep, goats, they go and they breed on these grasses. Okay, they eat on this. So it's a common grazing ground. Is any farmer telling, no, 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 you all don't send your domestic animals over here. This is my grazing ground. No, it's village common grazing ground. Everybody is accessible. Clear? Now, what do you mean by burial grounds, children? Janam, you want to say something, child? Your mic is on. What do you mean by burial grounds?
Where the people are buried and all.
Ma'am, where dead bodies are buried.
Very good, very good. The one who said it before also correct answer, now also correct answer. Very good. When people die, we have to bury them. That is the burial ground. Can anybody you have come across and said, this is my burial ground?
No, ma'am.
It's community owned burial ground. Have you all understood what people are doing accessible in? Clear? So burial ground, grazing ground, village wells, village ponds, parks, picnic spots, playgrounds are all accessible to the people. Got it? Now see, well is little bit a controversial topic. That's why I would like you not to include well in the example. Because if you say in individual resource also well, is it correct?
No, ma'am.
No,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Why no? Who said no?
Because it's everybody's, ma'am. It's not like a single person.
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Sometimes people they call some other workers and then they dig a well. So it's
Very
their
good.
individual property.
Very good. See, this is my field in village. Okay, this is my field in the village. Here I'm growing crops. One side, I want to dig well over here and I will draw water from it and I will irrigate my crops. Understood? So this will be my own well, my individual
Ma'am, and
well.
sometimes like government also, government individuals come and they
Yeah.
make a well.
Huh. So that will go to community. Means everybody is accessible to that water of the well. Understood? But if in my field, if I own a well, it will be my individual well. But if the village panchayat, if the village government digs well everywhere and then all people are accessible to draw water from the well. Are you getting it? Why I'm not telling you to give example? Don't include example in the well. Sometimes your examiner will not understand, you will get it wrong. Because well can be individual also and can be community also. Have you all understood, children?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. So we have finished two, individual and community. Now, what do you mean by national resources?
resources which are owned by the country.
Okay, resources which are owned by the country. Have you come along anybody saying Ganga river is my,
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Godavari river or Mahanadi or Narmada, any
No,
river,
ma'am.
any river?
No,
Can
ma'am.
any individual say, no, it's my river? No. Whose river it is? National. Countries, government. So can we say it national resource? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on. Now I want Amruta to give an example of national resource. I to give my river. Amruta, come on, say fast, fast. Then Ashish. Very easy. Okay, Anu.
Ma'am, different monuments like Taj Mahal and Red Fort.
Okay, okay, good.
Ma'am, museums.
Ma'am,
Muse-
canals.
Canals. Very good.
Ma'am, forest and wildlife.
Okay.
Desert.
Desert. Okay.
Railways.
Forest.
Forest.
Ma'am,
very-
minerals.
Minerals. Very good.
Oceans.
Yes, oceans. Very good. So you all have understood national resource. Very good. So can we say whole forest is mine? No, it's a national resource. So forest, wildlife, rivers, ocean, all the examples which you all have given. Now, actually, even if I say this is my flat, technically it belongs to whom?
National.
National. Have I brought it somewhere from up this flat? No. I have been taking from my country only, means from the government only I have taken the ownership of my flat. Okay, so technically all your farms, all your land, your offices, building, industry, bungalows, plots, technically it all these resources belongs to whom? Nation. Technically it belongs to nation. Now, the country has legal powers. Now, I have a big field, you know. Now the government wants to build. Acha, have you all been to Pune Mumbai Expressway before pandemic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Expressway or any national highway, anyway you all have been. Okay. Now, what do you think? This expressway, national highway, it is God sent land that, okay, this patch of land will be like that only, like road, there will be no forest, no fields, nothing. Do you think it was readily available in this form?
No, ma'am, we made it like that.
No, ma'am.
Oh, ma'am,
We-
it had to be made like that.
Yes. Now, I have got a nice field, but the government wants to take my part of this field and build a expressway because my field is coming in the way of expressway. So the government comes and tells me that I want to acquire your part of the field, you all have to give me. Will I say yes or will I say no?
Ma'am, you have to say yes because it's the government property only.
Good point. Good point. I have to say yes because it's a government property. ठीक है. Who else will say something more? Will I readily give?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
if you
both the
got it, then
government and you
must
will
get
help
some
us make
amount.
a deal.
You have
Yes, Rukaya.
Ma'am, I think you can say no because you have made the land productable.
Okay, I can say no also. ठीक है. Okay. Who else? Chinmay, you want to say something?
Ma'am, I guess you will make a deal with the government. Not exactly a deal. They will take land instead of that land. I guess they will give some money.
Okay, Chinmay is a big businesswoman. Very good. All three valid points. All of those who have said. Very good. First of all, I cannot say no. Because starting only, I told you, everything belongs to nation. And the government has legal powers to acquire my land. Okay? Because they want to do it for something community good. Expressway, see, we can reach Mumbai in such a short time. Community good. Dams they are building, community good. Bridges, community good. Railways, community good. So if they're doing it for community good, then I don't have a choice. I have to say yes. But as said, I can say no also. But then no, it will have a very bad effect. Understood? The government will go on telling me that you have to give the land. And as Chinmay said, you can do a deal. The government will always give you. If they are taking this part of the land, they will give me another land somewhere else, or they will give me money. Have you all understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, what did we do in the past 10 minutes? I was disconnected.
Sarthak, we were doing on the basis of ownership, individual and community.
Okay,
Okay.
ma'am.
Sarthak, I'll just tell you what is individual and community. I'll just finish with national and international and then I'll come back. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So national resources, children, very good answers you all are giving. Very good participation. First of all, all resources belong to nation. Even if I say I have such a big, huge bungalow, but actually it's nations. Then the nation has legal power to acquire my private property for public good. Okay? Like bridges, canals, roads, railways, dams are being for public good construction. Okay? And who has got this power? You and me? No. Urban development authorities. Remember this word. Urban development authority. Urban means urban areas. Development, they want to develop. Authorities, they have got the power by the government to acquire land. Understood? And we have already discussed the government will give us compensation, either money or either land. Okay? Now, land, so we have understood they acquire land and all everything. Now comes you all know the minerals, wildlife, forests, everything belongs to the nation. Now, can we draw a boundary line? Suppose we are having bordering India and Pakistan and there is a forest. Can we draw a boundary in the forest and say this much part of forest is India's, this much is Pakistan?
Yes, ma'am.
We can draw boundary? Okay. So on forest we can draw land area. Can we draw boundary somewhere like resources like wildlife, like mountains and all? Yes or no?
No, ma'am.
Wherever there is land area, can we draw fence or boundaries?
I'm not all, but some places.
Because all international borders has to be there, children. Land boundaries has to be there. If you go with Pakistan, you will see land boundaries. If you see with China, if you will see with Bangladesh, whoever other countries we are bordering, we will have a border line on land. Understood? Yes or no? You all must be
Yes,
watching
ma'am.
Ulta Chashma. Long before they had shown the serial that Tarak Mehta, they go for a run of Kutch visit and he lands up somewhere else, Pakistan. Why? What he has done? He has crossed the borders of India and he went over there. So that is not the land of India. That belongs to whom? The other country. Understood? If you all watch news, if you all listen to news, you must have seen many of the news are, they say our Indian fishermen are being captured by Pakistan authorities or by Sri Lankan authorities. Now, why this happens? Come on, tell me.
Ma'am, they go to like ahead while fishing.
They go
And
ahead.
because on ocean, we can't clearly verify whose ocean is this or this.
Very good. Very good. That's what I wanted to make it clear that on land we have boundaries, we have fence. We understand, oh, this is our area. If you cross that, it becomes another country and you will face legal charges. Okay. But these fishermen and other people who are doing all the work in the ocean and all, how they will understand oceanic borders. Okay. So for your this information, they are saying land within the political boundaries and oceanic area up to 12 nautical miles. Now, how much is 12 nautical miles in kilometer? 22.2 kilometer. Means from your coastal land, you travel 12 nautical miles. That area, water area, ocean area will belong to whom? India?
India.
Yes. 12 nautical miles up to that area belongs to India, and we can assess minerals, resources from that ocean area. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Anybody
ma'am,
who's not understood yet, who has a doubt, come on.
ma'am, is it 12 nautical miles or 200 nautical miles?
It's 12 nautical miles. Beta, international boundaries will come 200. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, like, see. Okay. What is this called? Come on, tell me.
The coastline.
Very good. This is called the coastline. This is called the coastal area. Okay. Very good. So 12 nautical miles will be from the land area or from the coastline.
From the coastline.
The coastline.
Very good. From the coastline. 12 nautical miles will be from the coastline, not from the land area, because land area to we already have boundaries, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, whatever is there, 12 not up till 12, suppose this is 12 nautical miles till here. Up till this water bodies, whatever mineral resources are available, can India access to it? Can we take
Yes,
out
ma'am.
petroleum?
Yes, ma'am.
Minerals?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very good. That only I wanted to explain. So everybody has understood?
Yes.
Ma'am, so
Yes.
after that boundary,
Ma'am,
after that boundary, we can't access the availability, no?
So after that will become a exclusive economic zone. Okay?
And so we can't, so that's not ours.
No, it will be an economic zone, means exclusive for the betterment of environment. Okay?
Okay, ma'am, okay.
And after that, what we are going to study is international resources. But I want to say, have you all understood national resources?
Yes,
ma'am,
ma'am.
like
Yes,
from
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, so they're also like 12 nautical miles area.
Yes. Even Sri Lanka will have 12 nautical miles.
All the countries will have 12 nautical miles, right?
All countries who have coastal areas.
Yeah, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
That remember, when you say all countries means all
All countries do not have coastal.
Yes. So land area countries will not have.
Okay.
Okay. Can Pakistan access 12 nautical miles?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am,
No,
because
ma'am.
he has his coastline with Arabian Sea.
Very good. Very good. Because Pakistan, little bit of that, Karachi and all, they have close to where?
Yes, ma'am.
Arabian Sea. Okay. Children understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
so if there is like some oil resource in between India and Pakistan, India and Sri Lanka, so which country can access that? Because there is not much difference between the India and Sri Lanka.
It will go to international resources.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So now
Ma'am,
we come to Yes,
can you explain exclusive economic zone?
exclusive economic zone means after 12 nautical miles, what they do, they keep this part, the ocean resources beyond 200 nautical miles for exclusive economic zone. Like beyond, it's an exclusive economic zone only, like you cannot do all the mineral resources and all from there so much. Okay, you have to take permission and all.
Okay, ma'am.
Within 12 nautical miles, yes, you can assess the resources, petroleum, gas, mineral, natural gas, everything. Because they have said only, internationally they have said till 12 nautical miles, you can assess it. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Now we come to international resources. Now, there are international institutions which regulate some resources. Now, there has to be international institution. Otherwise, what we'll do? Sri Lanka will expand more part of water and take out all. India will also do. China will also do. Many countries will do like that. No, then there will be a war in the ocean for extracting all the resources. So what, there are international institutions. Now, what are they doing? They are regulating some resources. The oceanic resource beyond 200 nautical miles means from leave your 12 nautical miles and then 200 nautical miles, beyond 200 nautical miles of the exclusive economic zone belong to open ocean. So it will be an open ocean. No individual country can utilize this without the concern of international institution. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
beyond
ma'am.
this 200 nautical miles of the special economic zone, exclusive economic zone, it is an open ocean. No individual country can assess anything without the concurrence of the international institution. Clear?
Ma'am, what are international institutions? I mean, like, which are
Huh.
the international?
How we have World Trade Organization when we do business throughout the world globally, we have to follow the rules of World Trade Organization. Now, World Trade Organization is a institution where all developed countries have become members, like America, Germany, France, Japan, China, who are very rich and very developed. They have become the members, and then they regulate rules that these things you should not do, these things you can do. Okay? So same way, there are international resource institutions. So it's an open ocean. You cannot go over there and start extracting whatever resource or minerals you want, or you want to do anything over there. No, you have to take permission from whom? International institution. So these are bodies, like how we have UN, these are international bodies which look into these international oceans. They look it for the environment friendly. Otherwise, all countries are greedy. They all want to extract everything from the environment, and see what the state has come today. Okay, so they want everything should be equally balanced. So there, from here, nobody will extract anything. It will be an open ocean. Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who has not understood? I think so it's quite clear. So here, on the basis of ownership, individual, community, national, and international. Okay, Sarthak, I'll just repeat it. Individual resource means the resources which are owned individually or privately owned. You are the owner, privately owned. In villages, land, huts, and in urban areas, shops, offices, flats, bungalow plots. Community owned, remember this word, the resources which are accessible to the members of the community. Burial ground, grazing ground, resort, picnic spot, parks, gardens, these are all. And national resources, actually all resources belong to the nation, and the nation has legal powers to acquire these resources for public good.
Okay,
So on
ma'am.
land, we have forest and all, and in ocean, we have 12 nautical miles where we can assess it. Okay? And
Yes,
international,
ma'am.
200 of the exclusive economic zone, it is an open ocean. No individual country can utilize this without the concurrence of the international institution. I don't want you all to learn. I want you all to understand. So if anybody asks you, you are ready with the answer. Only the technical, textual words have to be in your answer. Rest your answers can be in your own words. Clear? If you understand, you can write it much better. You can explain it much better. Okay. Any doubts? You all can
Ma'am,
raise your hands. Yes? Yes,
ma'am,
Sanskar.
please explain again international resources.
Okay. International
Ma'am, please
resources.
explain again international resources.
Yes, I'm explaining. International resources are actually regulated by international institutions. Okay. So the oceanic resource, and especially they're talking about ocean, water, not land area. The oceanic resource beyond 200 nautical miles of the exclusive economic zone is open ocean, belong to open ocean, and no individual country can utilize this without the concurrence of the international institution. Correct? Understood? So actually
Yes,
it's an
ma'am.
open ocean beyond 200 nautical miles, and no individual country can utilize this. Okay. Now we are coming to the last part of this topic on the basis of status of development. So we have studied origin, very easy, biotic, abiotic. Exhaustibility, renewable, non-renewable. On the basis of ownership, individual, community, national, international. Now, last part, on the basis of status of development. Now, tell me, children, these are also 4, but quite easy. What do you mean by potential resource?
Ma'am, the resources
There is
which are found in a region, like specific region, they have not been utilized. Though we have the technology to do so, but they are not being utilized.
Okay.
For
So-
example, the western parts of India, like
Okay.
Rajasthan.
From the deserts.
Okay, very good. Means potential. See, from the word only you can frame the answer. Potential resource means what? You all have the potential, but you are not utilizing your brain. Here also, potential resources which are found in the region, but have not been utilized. In the region, there are resources, hey, but we are not utilizing it. You all also have got, you all are intelligent, good brains, but if you all don't utilize it, what's the use? So potential is there in the regions, but they are not utilizing it. For example, the western part of India, particularly Rajasthan and Gujarat, come on, they have lot of potential in rainfall. Am I said it correct?
No,
But
ma'am.
then
Oh, ma'am.
I said it wrong.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, you said they are enormous and have potential for rain. But
Okay.
there are more of wind energy.
Very good. Very good. Rajasthan, when the state only comes into your mind, what do you will think? Is there more rainfall or less rainfall?
Less rainfall.
Less
Less
rainfall.
rainfall.
Okay, Rajasthan, Gujarat, less rainfall. So when there is less rainfall, what will be more?
The wind.
What will be more?
The wind.
The wind is more. Okay, something else I'm looking for.
Temperature.
Temperature means sun rays will be more, heat will be more. Yes or no?
Yes.
Humidity.
Yes, ma'am.
So Rajasthan, Gujarat have enormous potential of development of which energy? Now tell me, can I start? Okay, I'll give you a job. You have to set up a plant
Solar.
industry in Rajasthan and Gujarat for hydroelectricity. Will you take up my job?
No, ma'am.
No?
No,
Who
ma'am.
are with Rupaya? She directly told me no, she's not going to take up this plant to set up hydroelectricity plant in Rajasthan, Gujarat. All are with Rupaya? Say yes or no.
This is not for the place, ma'am.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, ma'am, you weren't audible. Can you please repeat?
Okay. I said, if I tell you set up a plant means an industry in Rajasthan for hydroelectricity energy. How many of y'all are going to come with me and set up a plant in Rajasthan? Huh?
No, ma'am.
No, y'all are not with me. Very bad.
Oh,
Okay.
ma'am.
If I tell you, y'all have to go over there and set up a plant for solar and wind energy.
Yes,
How
ma'am.
many of you
Yes,
will
ma'am.
go?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so y'all are all business minded. Very good. Means you all know in Rajasthan and Gujarat, there is too much potential of what? Sun rays and wind.
Solar energy and wind
Wind.
energy.
So what are you going to do? Over there, you're going to start solar energy plant and wind energy plant. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
But these plants have not been developed. So that is called potential resource. They have the potential, but they are not being developed. Understood? My
Yes,
10
ma'am.
children, they have the potential to answer, many of them, but they are not answering it. So you all have understood. Suppose I say, go and set up in Moisaram and Cherrapunji solar energy plant. How many of you all are going to take my offer?
No, ma'am.
No.
No?
No, ma'am.
No,
Why?
ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, because it doesn't have most of the sun rays. It is the wettest planet, wettest place in the world. So
Very
it must be waste of resource and money and
Very good.
hardworking
It's the
people.
wettest place in the world, Moisaram and Cherrapunji. Sun rays is hardly seen over there. If I set up a plant, solar energy, it will be a big, big, big loss. But yes, in Rajasthan, it will be a profit. Understood? But potential is there. I'm not utilizing it. Okay. So this is known as potential resource. Understood it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now the second part comes developed resource. Developed resources. Now, resources which are surveyed about their quantity, quality, and they have been determined for utilization. The development of resources depends upon technology and the level of their feasibility. Now, when I say y'all are all developed students, means you have the potential and y'all are using it, y'all are getting good marks, and y'all are going ahead. Means you have potential, you are utilizing it by either technology, by either any way, and you are moving forward. Can I say you all are developed students? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Same
ma'am.
with developed resources. Resources which are being surveyed means we have to survey the resources about their quantity, quality, okay? And then we have to see whether they can be utilized or not, okay? How? By technology and the level of feasibility. They are known as developed resources. Any difficulty in developed resources?
No,
Oh.
ma'am.
Remember, developed resources are resources which are surveyed. You have to survey it. Where there is more of petroleum, okay. Where there is more of natural gas, if you have surveyed it, you exactly know, okay, quantity is so much, quality is like that. Then you have to determine for its utilization by technology and by level of their feasibility. That is called developed resources. Now, what do you mean by stock?
Ma'am, there is
Ma'am,
which can be used to satisfy human needs, but they are not being used either due to lack of appropriate technology or
Okay,
cause.
okay, good, very good. Now, during pandemic, there are many bright students, but they don't have so much of technology like mobile, computer, accessibility. So here also, stock means what? Materials are there in the environment and they have the potential to satisfy human needs. But human beings do not have the appropriate technology to assess them. See, resources are there in the environment. Potential is also there to satisfy human needs. But here, human beings don't have what required technology to utilize them. This is known as stock, means we have the stock. We know its potential. We know it can satisfy our needs, but we only don't have technology to assess it. Clear?
An
Yes,
example,
Yes, ma'am.
hydrogen.
Yes. Example, you all know water is compound of two inflammable gases. What are the two inflammable gases?
oxygen.
Hydrogen and
Hydrogen and
Oxygen and
oxygen.
oxygen.
Very good. Hydrogen and oxygen. So water is composed of two inflammable gases, hydrogen and oxygen. Now, which can be used as a rich source of energy. But what are we not having? Required technical know-how to use them for the purpose. So this is considered as a stock. We don't have so much of technology know-how to divide the hydrogen and the oxygen so that we can use it. Clear? So this will remain as a stock only, water. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
We have finished three things. Potential. You have the potential, but it's not being utilized. Next is develop. Okay. Develop means all the resources there, scrutiny has to be done or they have to be surveyed quantity, quality wise. Then they have to determine how much to be utilized. Okay. That depends on technology and feasibility. Next is stock. Resources are there. They have the potential to satisfy human needs, but human beings do not have necessary technology. Okay, example, water. They are composed of two inflammable gases, hydrogen and oxygen, but we don't have required technical know-how to use them for this purpose. And the last is reserve. Now, reserve are the subset of stock. Reserve and stock goes well together. They gel with one another. So reserve and stock are considered as one, which can be put into the use with the help of existing technical know-how, but they have not been started. We have the reserve. We have the technology also to put it into use, but we are not doing it. Now, you know, sometimes your vehicle goes in a reserve. Okay, means suppose there is an emergency, petrol is over, then they start that reserve. So you can start your vehicle. Same way, we are keeping this reserve for our future generation. We don't want to use everything. We are keeping it as a reserve. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
So,
like
ma'am,
how your parents keep some amount of money as safe in the bank deposit. Why? In the times of needs or for your future studies and all, they can use this reserve. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So, ma'am, stocks can't be used due to lack of technology, and
Huh.
reserves are kept for future use, right?
Yes, yes. Okay. We have that technology, but we are not using it. We are keeping it as a reserve for future. Okay. Like river water can be used for generating hydroelectric power, but presently it is being utilized only to a limited extent. The water in the dams, forests, etc. is a reserve which can be used in the future. Got it? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So any
Yes.
difficulty with whatever I have taught you, because these are the most important question and it carries 5 marks, your long answers. They are for your long answers on the basis of origin, on the basis of exhaustibility, on the basis of ownership, and the basis of status of development. If you have understood it well, you can write your answers in your own word. Only take the technical words like nautical miles, you cannot change. You cannot change accessible, technical know-how. Rest you can fill in your matter with example. Now, who have got doubts will ask me first. Okay. Clever batch. Good. Can I go further?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you have seen we have got so much of reserves, we have got so much of resource, we are using it also quality and quantity wise. Somewhere we are not using it, we don't have technology, somewhere we are keeping it as a reserve. Now the main point comes where not only you or me, but everybody has to think about it. That is development of resources. This is the new subtopic. After types of resources, this is the new subtopic, development of resources. Now, you all know we all need resources and they are very vital or very important for our human survival. Yes or no? And to maintain our quality of life, we all need resources. So resources are vital for our survival as for maintaining our lifestyle, our quality of life. But as I told you before, we used to believe resources are free gift of nature. Use it anyhow. What's the matter? What will happen? There is so much of resource. But what is happening now? Come on, tell me.
Ma'am, they are finishing now. They are being exhausted.
They are getting exhausted. Okay. Now who has to face the crunch?
Our future generation.
Future generation.
Future generations.
Future generation, and we also have to face it.
Ma'am, the earth, ma'am.
Yes. What we believe that resources are free gift. Anyhow, water is, the tap is overflow. Okay, what's the matter? Why I only close it? All the people are not closing it. No. How much
Starts
ever,
with you.
yes, how much ever you want, you do it. Others will learn from the mistake, but starting you should do. I should do. Okay. So resource, if see the tap is leaking, if we mend it, so much of water is being stored. Unnecessarily we waste water. We can imagine ourselves also how much we are unnecessarily wasting water. Where water is very useful. It will be regarded as a white gold later on. Why? Men will fight for, countries will fight for water. There will be no water in future. And imagine you can live without gold, silver, but you cannot live without water. Gold and silver are different thing, but water you need for your human life, survival every day. So what are human beings are doing? We took it for granted that everything is available freely, free gift of nature, use it anyhow. Indiscriminately we have used it. And human beings is justified like they are very greedy. If you have one thing, you want the other. You are not satisfied with one. So here, development of resources, this is a very important topic where it really gives you a lifelong lessons that resources are there. Don't take it for granted. Use it wisely. Now take an example. I have given you all 2 expensive papers. They are very, very expensive. And I've told A person to draw small, small circles and give it to me. And I've told the B person to draw small, small circles and give it to me. See like that. This is for A, this is for B. Okay? 1 minute, all have to be the same size. Okay? Now what A does, and what B is doing. Now, both are expensive paper. Who is using it judiciously? A or
And B.
B.
okay, from this, suppose he's drawn many circles like that, okay? Do you think the wastage will be more or less?
Ma'am, less.
And less.
Less.
Here, he cuts the small circles and see the wastage, see the amount of paper that is getting wasted. Same thing, we have to study over here. Resources are there. It is believed that they are free gift as nature, and human beings use them indiscriminately, and this led to the following major problems. Now, what are the following major problems? The first problem is you have
Depletion.
the 3 Ds. You have to remember the 3 Ds. Remember. Okay, time is up. I'll just do with 1 D. Okay. Depletion of resources for satisfying greed of few individuals. Now, what you all do is, now, what you all do, you all read this development of resources, the 3 Ds. One is depletion, one is what? Divided, and the other is indiscriminate. Okay. The 3 Ds you all have to remember. You all have to come next time when we meet on Thursday. What does this 3D tell you exactly? Okay. Let me see how much you all know. I don't want you all to read from the book and tell me. No. I want to explain it in your own words. Whether it's wrong or right, but you're trying it, that is my main goal. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now for your homework, on the basis of ownership and on the basis of status and development, you have to write 4 points in your own words and write it neatly, and please do your homework. Okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, please repeat what is the homework
On the basis of ownership and on the
and what
basis
is the
on the basis of ownership and on the basis of status of development. The whole types of resources of those who have not done it, see that you all do that for homework. Okay? Next time, last 5 minutes, I will check your homework. You all have to on your video and you all have to show me your books. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye for today. Be safe, take care.
The homework.
Yes, child?
Repeat the homework.
Type of resources, all four types: origin, exhaustibility, ownership, and status of development. Okay?
We just have to write them, ma'am.
Yes, you can write in your own words.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank
Bye,
you,
child.
ma'am.
Bye.
Bye,
Take
ma'am.
care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Be safe. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.